We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Murray has the first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first down, Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Murray now to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Flushed out right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit in the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Here's 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now for Murray. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Ty Summers able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 29, Murray. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Now Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Hands it off out of the gun. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's good for our Packers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From from the shotgun. A give to Jones. Oh, some strong running. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, here's Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 17-yard line. A big play there.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Play fake. Murray. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 47. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch. Push him back.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Murray going to throw. Murray has the first down and more. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. It's Hicks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. But they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Handoff comes to Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Now he's flushed out right. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 173 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Come on. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Rodgers to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter. A time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Rasul Douglas there to get him down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Packers, their strong start to the year continues.